Right now, the DJ Epps and Friends Show. Weeknights at 10 p.m. with live turntable mixes and interviews. It's time to turn up your smart device and crank it loud.
Hey, yo, check this out. This your boy Diddy. As we proceed to give you what you need, we are the world famous, the supreme, grand imperial. Hey, yo, Epps, let these motherfuckers know.
Father God, we first want to take this time to say thank you. Thank you for life. Thank you for love. Thank you for those who are tuned in to this live at this moment. We pray, Lord, that whoever is tuned in right now, that you bless them. Allow them to have an enjoyable time. Allow them to be able to come on here and not worry about problems and not worry about what is going on, but we know that you are taking care of it. At this moment, at this time, allow people to feel loved, to feel peace, and to smile and enjoy. For you said, do not be weary of doing good. So I pray that everybody sows good and reaps good, encouraging one another and looking out for one another. In your holy name we pray. Amen. This is DJ Epps and Friends. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah. What up, everybody? What up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. It's your boy DJ Epps holding it down live and direct for you and yours right here on the #1 DJ show on social media, on Instagram. Shout out to everybody over there on my Twitch, YouTube Live, Twitter, Facebook Live. Tuning in right now. We appreciate the love. All right, man. The show is brought to you by Positivity Water. You know what we do right here with the Positivity Water. This will be in Walmart in March. All right, so get ready for that alkaline water. Everybody's talking about Positivity Water. That's my family right there. Big shout to everybody that's also on the check-in. Share the live, share the live, share the live. If you want to buy a badge, go ahead. Today's guest on Celebrity Tuesday is none other than my guy. Word up. Coming straight from, you know what I mean, the hip-hop generation that we love to listen to, the era that everybody vibe off to, you know what I mean? Big shout to my man Doodle Bug, excuse me, my camera's all fucked up. Doodle Bug from Diggable Planet coming through live and direct for you and yours right here on the DJ Epps and Friends Celebrity Tuesday show. All right, so let's get ready to bring Doodle Bug up in here. Everybody do me a favor, share the live, share the live, share the live. Buy a badge and all that good stuff, and let's get my guy up in here, and let's have a conversation. Let's get to it. Yes, sir. Bug, what up, my guy?
What up, my man?
Everything good? How you?
I'm good, man. Happy 2024, homie.
Yes, happy 2024 to you too, my brother. How's it going so far for you?
So far, so good. It's early, but I'm liking the way it starts off, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely. Everybody, if you just tuned in, chimed in, this is Doodle Bug from the legendary group Diggable Planet. And, it's a pleasure to have you on the show, my guy.
Oh, man. Thanks for having me, my brother.
No
you know
doubt.
What I'm saying?
No doubt. So let me ask you something, man. You know, I got to link up with you and the family at the Rock the Bells Festival in Queens, New York last summer. And it was an absolute gorgeous thing to see all three of you guys on stage together doing it, man. But, you know, I know you guys went your separate ways and done separate projects at one time.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes, we did. Yep.
Around 2005 area?
Yeah, we broke up around 1995. We got back together like in 2005, 2006.
Right.
In that time. Yeah.
Right. But man, y'all was on stage like y'all didn't miss a step.
No, I don't know what it is, but we got this energy, this synergy about us, because sometimes we do these tours and we don't have time because of other obligations to do a lot of rehearsals. So the first show on the tour is like the first time we like all the band, everybody at one place at one time.
Right.
And you get on stage, you be like, oh shit, do I remember my lines? It's been a minute. And as soon as you get on stage, it just flows, and it just like we just did like a tour last week. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what it is, but we just have a great energy together. You know what I'm saying?
But what made the group break up at that time?
Man, you know, man, we in our 20s, we young, getting new money. We was broke before. I don't, you know what I'm saying? interpersonal relationships failing, record label, RIP to my man Ruben Rodriguez, you know what I'm saying? Pendulum Records was starting to fall apart at the time, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of things that just like came together, a big gigantic, you know what I'm saying, came together and created the catalyst that just broke us apart, you know what I'm saying?
But it was
we was
never a beef. It
Nah, I
wasn't.
mean, there was there was not no kind of beef that we couldn't get past, because if we didn't, we wouldn't be back together
Right.
again now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We human beings, so of course you always gonna have some disagreements here and there. Even to this
Brother,
day,
sister,
we still got
the love
disagreements.
fight.
Yeah, it's just sister love. We family though. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, Ladybug is my sister. I love her. Butterfly is my brother. I love him, man. We've been doing this for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And we grew up in this game together. So. And had mad success together, so I always got love for them. You know what I'm saying?
So what was it that made you guys get on a phone call or meet up and say, you know what, we got to get back on the road and we got to go keep
Man, it was
the
bubbling.
legacy alive?
It was bubbling for a while, man. People was hitting me up personally. I think all of us individually was getting hit up by different people, like, "Yo, what's up? What's good with Diggable?" And then one day, I don't know, just the planets aligned. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sound cliche and corny, but yeah, the planets aligned. And I think at the time, Ladybug had a studio situation in Manhattan, and she called us up and asked us, you know what I'm saying, let's sit down and talk. You know what I'm saying? And see, you know what I'm saying, let's see where it goes from there. So we all met up in Manhattan and sat in the studio and talked it out. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't all pretty, but it was real. And we talked about what we needed to talk about, and we were able to get back together again and do some shows. I had some offers from people that I knew, promoters in Europe. They wanted us to come out there. We went out there, and that's what we used that as a test market. It's the first time together back in, and we was in Europe, and yo, the lines around the corner at these clubs was like, I was like, yo, I was nervous, like, yo, there might be like 20 people up in this joint. I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute. You never know. It's a fickle, you know what I'm saying, industry. You know what I'm saying? But the crowds and the people just showed us so much love that once we finished that tour, we was out there for like a month or so. And after we finished the tour, we were like, yo, that shit felt good. Let's do this. Let's keep this thing going. They were like, yeah. So then we started putting all our resources together, and we put together a little American tour. And then we've been kind of in and out since then, like since 2006, been going back and forth, doing tours here and there. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, people are still interested.
That's
you know what
awesome.
I mean?
And when you guys reached the Rock the Bells in Queens, how was that for you guys? Was it like, you know what, man, I'm glad we got back together type shit?
Yo, that was mind blowing. The fact that the GOAT, LL Cool J, invited us to the first revisitation of Rock the Bell, because there used to be Rock the Bells back in the day. But then he took it over, and man, the fact that he asked us to be a part of it was an honor. You know what I'm saying? People like Scarface, you, Buster, I mean, Onyx. It was mad people there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that was a crazy night of just great music, man. Great hip hop.
And that backstage,
oh man, that
backstage was just
stage, man. Everywhere I went, I was turning around like, yo. I haven't seen people in like years, and some people I met for the first time. You know what I'm saying? So it was beautiful.
That's awesome. Everybody, if you just chimed in, this is my man Doodle Bug from the legendary Diggable Planet group, man. Shout to Butterfly, shout to Mecca, you know what I mean, Ladybug, you know what I mean. Diggable Planets, you know what I mean. They are a Grammy award-winning hip hop group, man. You know, you guys always had this, you know, jazz sound and alternative hip hop sound to your music. You know what I mean? Was that always the case when y'all first got up? And how did you guys link up as well to create Diggable Planets?
Yeah, I mean, jazz music was just the most accessible type of music around, around us. You know what I'm saying? Ishmael Butterfly, you know what I'm saying? He created the group. You know what I'm saying? It was his baby, his brainchild. And
yeah, you guys linked up in Philly, correct?
Yeah, he and I did. But I seen him around, you know what I'm saying? During those days, I was in college. I was going to Howard University, you know what I'm saying? And so I would see him at all the parties. We would party. You know, when you in college, you party, you know what I'm saying? We was at Atlanta at Freakniks, or you catch us at DC at a Howard party, or Philly at a UPenn party, or Temple University party, or up in New York party, you know what I'm saying? So I would see him at all these parties, you know what I'm saying? And then one day we was in Philly, and it come to find out that his grandma lived around the corner from my grandma uptown, uptown Philly. And we was like, yo, that's crazy. And we linked up in the Gallery Mall, and we started building. He started telling me about this idea he had for this group he was trying to create called Digging Planets, and the insect theory and the jazz. And I was like, yo, it blew my mind. Like, yo, that's dope. I mean, because at the time I was in a group called the Dread Poet Society in Philly.
Right.
Me, my man Jay Truth, and my man Bun. And we was in this group, and he asked me to help him out with what he was doing. So we started working on it, and eventually, it just became everything. It just became everything about Digging Planets. You know what I'm saying? I stopped doing everything else I was doing and started doing this because I liked what he was doing. I liked his flow. He was a cool dude, and he had great ideas, very smart. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we linked up. But I knew Ladybug even before then.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? During my Howard University days in DC, because she's from the Maryland area. Right. And when I was down there, I connected with her, and we got real cool. And she would come up to Philly and visit. And one time she came to visit, and Ishmael was hanging out. We was all hanging out at my grandma's house, and just going through, listening to records, music, and all that. And that's kind of like was the catalyst that kind of like got her a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Ishmael already in the back of his mind was thinking he wanted some female energy and put it into what we was doing. You know what I'm saying? Keep that balance, that yin and that yang. You know what I'm saying? So, and she was there, and she was raw talent, and she was dope. You know, we didn't even know it. I never even knew that I knew she was into hip hop because that's how she and I met in DC. You know what I'm saying? We met through hip hop situations and shit, but I didn't know she was actually like into like poetry and the writing of it and the music of it and making the music of it. Right. And once we realized that, it was on. You know what I mean?
Man, when you guys first came out, I believe like every guy enjoyed the sound, enjoyed the groove, but at the same time, they enjoyed you guys' flow, but at the same time, me, I'll be straight up honest, man. I would look at Bug and I look at Mecca and I'll be like, boy, she cute, man, cute. Was it tough? Did you have battles like fighting guys trying to attack her when you guys was on tour and stuff like that?
Of course. I mean, it was nothing like outrageous, but of course, a lot of people was trying to get at her. You know what I'm saying? She was a young, beautiful woman. You know what I'm saying? Smart, talented. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of cats were trying to get at her. You know what I'm saying? Celebrities and just regular motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Prince Led 21 wanted to ask, what kind of advice would Doodle Bug give to another artist, hip hop artist? I'm working on a jazz boom bap record and would love advice from a great. A lot of people. Okay, we're in the trap era. You know what I mean? And I can understand a lot of people still love to do boom bap type of music and whatnot. You know what I mean? And I feel like that sound will always be there. Some people would be saying it's gonna come back, but it's always gonna be there.
I don't think it ever went anywhere. It's always been here. Like those genres of music, the ebb and flows of the popularity in the industry, you know what I'm saying, changes. Like there was a time when it was all about black power consciousness. Everybody, if you wasn't talking about black power, you was corny. You know what I'm saying? And somehow we diverged from that. And then in the 90s, it started getting more money into the gangster rap, you know what I'm saying? It was just all dance music, you know what I'm saying? And you had the funny cats like with the comedy rap, you know what I'm saying? It was all types. All those genres still exist and still live. They might not be popular within the mainstream, you know what I'm saying? The mainstream jumped on to a certain style, and that's what the radio likes to play, and you know what I'm saying, blah, 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 blah. But boom, bap, jazz rap, all that type of stuff is still alive and well all over the world. You know what I'm saying? Because I travel around the world, and everywhere I go, I see cats doing all types of music. You know what I'm saying?
And you guys, when you say that, you guys tend to switch up on the second album that you guys put out, Blowout Comb. What did you feel that you needed to switch up your style? There was less chorus in your rhymes. There was more, what we want to call it, a Black Panther style. You know what I mean?
I don't think we didn't change up our style. This is just another, like every human being, you got different levels. You got different aspects of your personality. You know what I'm saying? You're not. Nobody's just one thing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's totally conservative. Nobody's totally liberal. most people are not just totally hip hop. I mean, even hip hop is a bitch's brew of all different types of music put together into, you know what I'm saying, that's become hip hop. You know what I'm saying? People draw from jazz, rock and roll, soul music, you know what I'm saying? All types of music gets sampled and turns into what we call hip hop, you know what I'm saying? So that second album was just another part of who we were. We were always that blowout comb type of cats. It's just that the first album, that was in that moment in time, that's what we was into. You know what I'm saying? But the other revolutionary stuff and the other underground stuff was always there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just at the time, it wasn't ready. You know, we wasn't ready for that. But then the first album emboldened us. The success of it emboldened us and allowed us to give us and allowed the record label to give us the freedom to start doing a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
So the record label did understand where you guys
were coming
from, and
they did. But then when we produced the album, they were a little disappointed because they were hoping for another Cool Like That, you know, type of single that they could go promote and sell the album, which I understand, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
From the business side of it, but on the creative side, it's like, yo, this is who we are. This is who we are right now in this moment in time. Take it or leave it, you know what I'm saying? And that's just what it was. And luckily, we had a label that understood. You know, Pendulum Records was a small label, but a small major label. Right. But it was a major label, but small enough where you had contact with all the executives there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and everybody was cool. You know what I'm saying? Right.
And y'all was able to talk and try
exactly,
to figure things out.
And they understood. So they allowed us to do what we do. You know what I mean?
Like DOS Effects back in the days, boy. The label, they wanted that diggity diggity all the time. Man.
I know, because they wanted another Cool Like That bag.
But at the same time too, man, you always had the support with like guys like J. Rue the Damager, my guy Keith, aka Guru Gangstar, you know what I mean?
Peace.
Rest in peace, you know what I mean? You know, and you know, Dead Prez, you know, everybody, there was a field for that. Everybody pretty much fucks with it, but you know, I guess the other side of the world, when I say other side of the world, the money driven business side of hip hop, you know what I mean, wasn't really trying to party like that. But you know, thank God, you know, hip hop is still alive where we could appreciate those type of sounds, and you guys as artists, and y'all still doing it. Now, do you remember what's the difference between Doodle Bug and C Knowledge?
None. It's just another aspect of my personality. I'm saying Doodle Bug. I'm C Knowledge. I'm always C Knowledge. C Knowledge is me. You know what I'm saying? That's my side. My culture. You know what I'm saying? I self-voted master dealing with the science of the 5% nation. You know what I'm saying? Doodle Bug was the name I was given because when Ishmael presented the idea of the group Diggable Planets, he had this thing called the insect theory. Well, we all, you know what I'm saying, we put aside our egos and it was all about everything was for the good of the whole. You know what I'm saying? Like insects do. It's just natural for them. You know what I'm saying? Human beings, we got this ego and it's hard for us to, you know what I'm saying? So we tried to just use that as a way to symbolize who we were as a group. So I had to come up with an insect name. And I was like, damn, I don't know how the insect. Damn. And one day I was sitting there with my homies. We was sitting there having a little, you know, a session. You know what I'm saying? Watching blaxploitation flicks and kung fu flicks. And then this one movie came on, Cleopatra Jones, and there was this character in there. The nemesis in the character in the movie was played by Antonio Fargas. Rest in peace to him. He played a character called Doodle Bug. He was the gangster. He was like the bad guy in the Cleopatra Jones. He was her nemesis. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, yo, there you go, right there, Doodle Bug. I'm Doodle Bug, man. So I've been Doodle Bugging it ever since. You know what I'm saying?
And what do you remember about the Dread Poet Society era?
Oh man, that was some of my beginning days. You know what I'm saying? In Philadelphia, North Philly, Germantown, West Philly. Rolling with my man Jamar Truth and Bun, my man Bun. We put together this little group and we started doing songs. And actually one of the songs we had was a song called Skin Treatment, which actually used the sample from Cool Like That. Right. And when Ishmael, we first connected, he heard the demo, our DPS demo, and he was like, he heard that song, was like, yo, as we started getting deeper into putting together this project, he asked me if it would be cool if we use that, and I was like, yo, hell yeah, just do it. So he took the sample and flipped it and turned it into what the world knows as Cool Like That. You know what I'm saying? Rebirth the Slick. You know what I'm saying? But we had also used that song, but our song was called Skin Treatment. You know, it's back in the day, getting the skins. You know what I'm saying? It was about how we treated our, you know, the women in our life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The young boys being wild and shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's how that came about. You know what I mean?
And when you reached to that point where you came out with the hit record Rebirth the Slick, did you ever think that you would end up in Germany and France and Switzerland and over there?
I definitely was hoping though. I had my little dream. I was sitting there, you know what I'm saying, like every young up and coming hip hop or music or whatever you try to do, when you see people doing what you want to do, like when I'm growing up watching Rap City and Yo MTV Raps, Video Music Box, Ralph McDaniels, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Watching that stuff and seeing people right from your neighborhood blowing up, or you seeing people that you heard on the radio, you know what I'm saying? Just that inspiration, just like, oh man, I couldn't get enough of it, man. Couldn't get enough.
And you know what's great about that, man, is that the energy of the Europeans, the Asian, they give us Americans as artists or DJs, man, it's something else, man. It's something else, man. I love how they just they still dancing, they throwing their hands in the air. They know songs from you know, beginning to end and so on.
Yeah, Europe is Europe's appreciation for soul music has always been like genuine and day one. They've been day oneers with soul music, hip hop. Oh, they love that R&B. They love it, man. They love that American hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
So, what's your thought on hip hop right now? Like, you know what I mean? I know we are in an era where, you know, it's a lot of trap music, and don't get it twisted. There are some great songs out there. Shout out to Cool and Dre, legendary producers in the building. Grammy
Cool
Award.
and Dre, yo, they used to have all the hits, man.
And they still do, man. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Cool and Dre.
Shout out to Cool and Dre. They dope. They got it.
They work with Fat Joe
that's
and
what's
Khaled
up.
and
that's what's up. That's
and
what's
a lot
up.
more, man. And
that's what's up.
Maybe we could get you guys to get in the studio and do something
that
later on too,
would
man.
Be dope.
I mean,
that would be dope.
And you know, it's timeless hip hop out here, right? Word up, everybody! If you just chimed in, man, it's my man Doodle Bug from Legendary. Diggable Planets in the building. Oh man, yo, it's a pleasure to have you on the show, my brother, and I thank you for taking time out to hang out with your boy DJ Epps. I know your birthday coming up next month, man. You got any plans?
Well, I'm gonna be down in Florida, man. Right before my birthday. My birthday February 20th, but I'm gonna be we're gonna be at the Gasparilla Music Festival in Tampa on February 17th. So if you're in that area, come through.
And then you gotta come to Miami.
Yo,
man, come on.
We're gonna be in Fort Lauderdale the next day, which is close. That's close enough.
Yes, matter of fact,
we're gonna be at Revolution Live February 18th. Diggable Planets. Yes.
I'm coming to fuck with you.
Yes, you got to.
I'm gonna fuck with you.
Yes.
I do. Well, not Revolution Live. I do the outside patio. I do the brunch party out there, man. We have our hip hop party out there, and it's crazy. But I'll come fuck with you. But at the same time, we gotta bring you to the Rock the Bell Sirius XM, and we gotta do it big. You know what I mean?
Yo, I just got a message from one of my homies, man, Larry Wiggs. Let me know that my fault. You know what I'm saying? Antonio Fargas, who played Doodle Bug, he's not dead. I might have said R.I.P. to him. You know what I'm saying? If I did, forgive me, Doodle Big, the original Doodle Bug. Don't put a hit on me, man. You know what I'm saying? Antonio Fargas is still alive with us. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. But yeah, man. When you come into Miami, please, man. Fort Lauderdale. Let's go ahead and bring you to the Rock the Bell Sirius XM station, and let's do this live one-on-one together. You know what I mean? I think that's
all right. We're gonna be there February 18th in Fort Lauderdale. Before the show, after the show, maybe the next day we ride down to Miami.
Sounds good to me. Yo, DiBiase, do me a favor, put that on the calendar for me. So we could get Doodle Bug out here, man. That's awesome, man. Great. I'm coming to fuck with you on that show too.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun. Man. It's been a minute since I've been in Florida, man. I miss Florida.
Man, and Florida's gonna enjoy seeing you, so we're gonna make that happen. So what's your thoughts and your perspective on the celebration of hip hop 50th. Do you feel like it's gonna continue on? Do you feel like it was just a last year thing? Do you feel like what KRS One feels like? I mean, there's a lot of talks about.
I mean, what KRS One said is real. I mean, it's real talk. I mean, they did shun us. They did shun us. It's a reality. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we were one of the few groups that got a little acknowledgement from them, but that don't take away the fact that they did shun us. You know what I'm saying? For a long time and tried to play us. Even the first couple of Grammy nominations wasn't even televised. You know what I'm saying? You would just hear about it later on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But hip hop persevered, just like Black people do in life. You know what I'm saying? We persevered, and it got to the point where they had to recognize us. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their opinion of the situation. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if when LL, Questlove, and all them call you and say, "Yo, come perform with all these great luminaries in hip hop," I'm not gonna say no. But I definitely understand where KRS One is coming at, and MC Shannos. I definitely feel where they're coming from, because you know what I'm saying, like when somebody like been hating on your career the whole time, and you finally blow up, and now they want to be riding, they want to be all riding your nutsack and jumping on the bandwagon. I'm like, nah, get out of here. You know? So I know how you feel. You know what I'm saying? I'm not stupid. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm not gonna say no if Questlove and LL and all them say, "Yo, come rock with Will Smith and Common and the Native Tongues." I'm like, oh, I'm there, son. I am there.
There are questions in the chat box asking, would you work with, like let's say if Kendrick Lamar had called you out and say, "I would like to work with."
That is like, that's gotta be a rhetorical question. The answer is hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y equals self. I would definitely do that.
Right. Let me see. Hold on one second. Another question that was in the. Did y'all co-write most of the albums together? The whole Diggable Planet family. How was that process?
Yeah, the first album, Ishmael set the blueprint for that album. The first, Reaching a New Reputation, that was his baby, and he wrote most of it. Ladybug and I wrote a few things here and there. Second album was way more collaborative. You know what I'm saying? I helped put together and co-produce the Dial 7 song that we did. You know what I'm saying? And Ladybug also contributed to production as well as her lyrics, and you know what I'm saying? So the second album was way more collaborative. The first album was kind of already put together, and we helped them, but Ishmael did the lion's share of the work for the first album. We definitely added on to the cypher, you know what I'm saying? But the second album was way more all of us together, you know what I'm saying?
And at that time too, man, who were you influenced by? Like, you know what I mean? Of course, you did mention KRS-One and stuff like that, but who else were you listening to at that time?
He's still number one.
Shout to Chris.
Yeah, definitely. Come on, man. KRS-One, that KRS-One, MC Shan, that was the Juice Crew. They influenced me.
Was Public
Native
Enemy
Tongues,
like
Public Enemy, Native Tongues. Yeah. My favorite rap group of all time, Run DMC, definitely influenced me. Sir Abu, Special Ed, you know what I'm saying? Like these cats, man, Jungle Brothers, you know, that was my kind of music right there, you know what I'm saying? And I can't forget like my hometown peoples, you know what I'm saying? Like Jazzy Jeff, Fresh Prince, DJ Cash Money, 3 Times Dope, Larry Lair, Scoop, my OG Schoolie D. It's a lot of cats, you know what I'm saying? A lot of cats. I know I'm missing some cats, you know what I'm saying? But definitely my first influence was definitely the Philly hip hop, Lady B, all that, you know what I'm saying? That was my first influence. And then it grew to like the New York scene. I started hearing about the mixtapes and all this other stuff. And I was mad young back then. I was young enough where I couldn't go to some of the stuff, but old enough where I was still kind of in the mix, you know what I'm saying?
Shout to legendary Fat Boy Cool Rock Ski in the building. He said 3-time dope. Yep, definitely 3-time dopes. You know what I mean? Shout to Fat Boys Cool Rock Ski in the building.
From the Fat Boys?
Yeah, he in there.
Oh shit, that's dope. Yeah. That's dope. Cool Rock Ski.
He
No,
in here, man.
salute to him.
You know,
Real.
one thing about me.
That was another group. Do not sleep on them. That's another group that there's a lot of groups that a lot of these 50th anniversaries skipped over. I don't know if it was because of scheduling or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But groups like Fat Boys, Ultramagnetic MCs. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of groups like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That I feel like should have been like the Alcoholics. Like there's a lot of King T.
Souls of
There's a lot of groups that I feel like should have been, you know what I'm saying, got some love during this 50th anniversary. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
But
you're right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You know, thank God for this live, and thank God for LL finding me, you know, here in the South, and he recognized my
he's not the GOAT for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
he's not
the way I see it, man, he saved hip hop. He's one of those guys that saved hip hop. You know what I mean? With this Rock the Bells radio and the cruise and the festivals and just, you know, keeping, you know, things alive. Shout out to DJ Camilo representing Queens, New York in the building. I see you, Camilo. You know, it's damn Queens in the building. We just talk about Queens and Camilo just come up and
Queens always represent.
Yeah. Queens get the money, man.
Exactly.
I don't know if you saw, but we on the Rock the Bells show we had the greatest 50 beats of all time, and you know, we let the people vote. We let the people call them out.
Mobb Deep, number one.
Havoc.
I mean, come on. Anytime that beat comes on in any club in any part of this world, the crowd is going wow.
Oh man. So do you agree?
I agree. I mean, there's a lot of you could have picked a couple of other ones like Dead Prez is bigger than hip hop. That's a hard beat too. That's a hard beat too, man. You could say there's a lot of beats you could say, but I'm not mad at this. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Can't be. You're right.
Mad at that.
Everybody, is my man Doodle Bug from Diggable Planet in the building. Before you get up out of here, man, I want to see if you could help me out with something. You know what I mean? I'm always checking out the blogs. I'm always hearing about things. Of course, Instagram keeps me updated with things. But I've been recognizing our boy Talib Kweli has been going back and forth with Consequence. Do you know anything about what they're going through right now? What they're arguing about?
I don't. To be honest with you, I don't know, man. I mean, that's my brother Talib. I love Talib to death. That's my man. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what's going on between him and Consequence. You know what I'm saying? Consequence is a good brother. I don't know him personally, but I like what he's done with Tribe Called Quest and his own solo music. I like what he's doing. I hope the brothers can work it out. I honestly don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, I was shocked to see it. And I was like, maybe, you know, Doodle might know something, man. He could break it down.
I don't know. And if I did, though, I really wouldn't say nothing, man. It ain't my place to say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
No,
that's their business. I don't know what's going on with it, though. To be honest with you.
I feel you. Doodle Bug, man, is there any music you're promoting right now before you get up out of here? Let us know what you got going on, man. Let's promote.
Yeah, I got
let everybody know what
a new EP I'm doing with these my Italian brothers in Canada, the Reza brothers. We got an EP we doing together. It's going to be released sometime later this spring. Also, I've been doing something outside of music, which is it's still relative though. I wrote a graphic novel. I've always been into comic books, you know what I'm saying, since I was a little youngin', you know what I'm saying? And finally got a chance to put together my own graphic novel along with my brother, P.T. Swope. We wrote a book called The Epic of the Heaven and Earth Association. If anybody's interested, you can go check it out. You can go to my Instagram page and go to the link and check out my graphic novel. I self-published it. We did it all ourselves. We got illustrations by my man Guy Head, the General out of the Bronx. And my sister Kim Ladee, that went to Howard University with me. And so I've been doing stuff like that. I'm working on that graphic novel series. I got like a couple of more issues that I'm working on for later on this year.
Right.
And that EP I was telling you about, hopefully I can get my insect comrades, Ladybug and Butter in the studio and we can do some new shit. But in the meantime, that's what I'm working on right now. You know what I mean?
Upcoming shows with you guys coming to?
Yeah. Diggable Planets is going on tour like in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. We're gonna be opening it up for the Black Pumas, this rock band called the Black Pumas. We're gonna be rocking in New York Radio City Music Hall January 19th. And January 18th, we're gonna be in Philadelphia at the Fillmore. And then on the 20th, we're gonna be in Millvale, PA at Mr. Smalls Theater. If you want, you can go to officialdiggableplanets.com because from the end of January all the way through February, March, we're gonna be touring. So if we in your city, go to officialdiggableplanets.com and check the dates and buy a ticket, get a t-shirt, you know what I'm saying, and come out and see your brothers, you know what I'm saying?
There you go, man. There you go. Man, Doodle Bug, man, I appreciate you coming by Celebrity Tuesdays, man.
Man, thanks for having me, brother. Anytime you call, man, you know, it's like the bat signal.
I appreciate that. And right back to you, man. Any singles you got, man, hit me up, man, so I could just rock it on the bells on Saturday nights.
Appreciate
I
my
got
man.
the Saturday nights.
Man. We're going January 18th. I mean, not January. Yeah, January 18th. I'm going to see you in Fort Lauderdale.
January 18th, Fort Lauderdale,
Revolution Live.
Everybody meet up with us. It's going to be a turn-up situation, man, and we can't wait to see you over here in Florida. Everybody, yo, hit up my man at Official Doodle Bug, man. Trust me, you know, the merch is out. The music is out, streaming everywhere. Hit him up. You know what I mean? Doodle Bug, God bless. God bless you and the family. God bless you and the whole Diggable Planet family. And we just want to say thank you for, you know, hitting us up today on Celebrity Tuesday. Thank you, my brother.
Peace, my brother.
Peace.
Love you.
Peace. Love. You already know. There you have it, everybody. Celebrity Tuesdays. DJ Epps holding it down live and direct for you on the #1 DJ show right here on Instagram, man. We want to appreciate everybody coming through to the live today, man. Shout to Cool and Dre. Shout to Fat Boys. Cool Rock Ski. Doodle Bug especially, man, coming by the show, holding us down, man. Once again, the show is brought to you by Positivity Water. You see the alkaline water. You see that? Positivity Water. It is going to be in Walmart stores in March. So, yes, pick it up if you see this bottle. All right, man. Everybody that hit the follow button, I appreciate that. Shout to super producer Mark Payne in the building. Also, everybody that's been buying badges, I appreciate you too. Tomorrow, it's Wednesday. What am I going to do? I'm going to jump on them turntables, and we're going to have some fun. Yeah, I said turntables. Y'all DJs on controllers, I'm on them turntables. I do real things. I'm them I DJ. Yeah. Come check me out tomorrow at 10 o'clock, and we're going to have some fun. I got some brand new music I want to play, and if you want to be part of that playlist, just hit my DM up, and I'll send you the information, and you too could be part of the playlist that we rocking live and direct for you and yours. Right here on the DJ Epps and Friends Show. You know what it is. Hey, the new single coming out soon. You hear the beat, right? I'm giving you previews out here. Hey.
DJ